Hello everybody, welcome back. This is your buddy Tofu. And the last time we left off, I guess we just beat somebody because I do my pre-recordings and whatnot. I keep forgetting where I left off, but I guess we beat the crazy Oompa Loompa guy, the big one, and we're moving on to the third stage, which is basically the ice stage. And so we're gonna just get right to showing you me completing these four simple tracks. Nothing too much. Nothing too much to do. Nothing too much to do. Not a lot to do. Basically, I'm trying to say the tracks are pretty easy. You know, I really do like some of the third stages just because one, it has like two of the best ice levels, and this is one of them. Like, come on, these ice levels are actually pretty fun. You know, not a lot of stupid ice physics, and just really nice to look at. I just feel like it's one of the staple tracks that just really defines Crash racing. I just really like it. So, how you guys been? Sorry, I haven't really been recording. I'm gonna do this little stunt right here, and okay. But yeah. So if you had enough speed, you could take that as a shortcut. But yeah, so far I've been trying to get into the recording, so record more, so I can just progress with my channel and everything. Just because, trying my best just to make this more of a priority. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you guys aren't my priority, but I'm sorry. But yeah, so far I really haven't found that particular game I really want to LP far as anything. I feel like I'm just LPing small games like these, and these are small games when I say it like this because I'm not doing the CTR. I'm not. Which CTR really is just collecting the letters. I'm not doing the relic races either, so it's just because of I haven't gotten any feedback, and the same time, excuse me, I really wanted to put a lot into my recording, but as you can see, you know, I hate to say it because I'm not really popular, because I know it's not that. It's just, I'm not trying to put any more work in if, I can just get away with just showing you some good gameplay and decent commentary. Yeah, as far as the commentary concerns, I know I'm such a downer on myself. People keep telling me it's not very good, but at the same time, I know I can be funny. I've had good commentary, but I really got to think about what games I'm going to play, just because certain people have that experience when they play their favorite games. So I'm just really trying to recapture the love and connection that I used to have on all these games. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, doing this, if you want to be a LPR, I recommend you really think about it before you actually just act, because it's a lot of responsibility just because doing it yourself. I know what this process details, and having the software, because the reason why I haven't been really capturing is because my audio capturing software, basically I pirated it. So like I hate to influence people about piracy. It's really not worth it, just because of the simple fact that it really opens up your computer to a lot of different viruses, just because you're basically putting, I don't know how to say it, but like most of the programs nowadays, people know how to crack, right? It's and they always register as viruses like Trojan virus or malware virus, and people tell me basically a virus is just like any other virus in the human body. It's not. It's the simple fact, what is the motive of the virus, because like I said, people tell me that in human bodies we have viruses that don't necessarily do harm to us. They're just, that's what they're known as a virus. And I guess most people will get the wrong I won't say perception, but I guess that's a good word to use. The wrong perception on what a virus truly is. So basically, if you get caught up hiring software, you're going to open up your computer to a lot of bull crap, and that's what I've been dealing with. Like my drivers to my CD player is malfunctioning. So my CD computer recognized that I have a working CD player, but I can't use my CD player just because the drivers, and that's the simple fact. That's all it is. Just the simplest things that they can mess around in your computer for it not to function. Like to this day, my keyboard is wrecked to the point where when I type, the mouse clicker will click and basically take me out of where I'm typing, and sometimes I type over stuff, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's just, oh my goodness, crazy. Just want to burn down things that need to be burned down so I don't destroy anything, but at the same time I could relieve my frustration through recreational activities, I guess. Anyway, so right now I can already tell this part's gonna go because I just really don't like my commentary. People say there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not. I don't feel like it's what I say is wrong. Well, sometimes I do feel like it. It's just the how fast I talk, and I always talk fast, and at the same time I don't make no dang sense half the time. So it's like, it's like me babbling on, and you're just watching and like, oh my goodness, I don't want to watch this. I need to make it more entertaining so you can actually watch this and not focus on what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm focused on what I'm saying, which makes me babble on so much. And it's like, holy crap, son, I don't need to have this. I don't need to hear your whole life story. But unfortunately, like I said, when I watch other LPers, that's basically what they do when they get on to the later years of their LPing life. I guess I could say it like that. Oh damn, I lost. But I didn't know I lost. I was just, anyway, so basically I'm like, if I'm gonna do it anyway, basically tell people what kind of person I am, I might as well show it in a way where people could be, I don't have to sit here and explain things to people. Far as if I do something wrong and you're like, oh, why did you do that? Because of, well, I'm just gonna tell you what kind of person I am, and then you can understand why I do have the things I do. But like I said, that's not important to do. But like I said, with YouTube, I'm starting to realize that that's what really people just do. They just go on YouTube and be themselves, and people are like, oh yeah, I like that. I like you being yourself because that makes me want to be yourself. I'm like, okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I thought you're supposed to be yourself, because I can't be nobody else, because that means I would have to be in contact with that person to see how that person reacts in each situation. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Shoot, I'm not trying to have that. I'm trying to be unique, be me, and it's kind of weird, just because I don't know, just because of how I learned things different. So talking to me is it's horrible, just because I know that people are going to intently listen to what I say and then either discourage me or gratify me. That's kind of like saying, when I first started here, I really wasn't trying to explain who the kind of person I am. I was just being who I am, and then people gave me the thumbs up and said, hey, I kind of like what you're doing. Well, okay, well, thank you. So now that I at least have one supporter of I guess me being me, I don't really feel necessary to change my tactics. I can change a lot of other things, like I can change my gameplay. I can change my capturing system to make it look good. I can change how many times I upload, but I will not change myself, So it's kind of like, yeah, I am being kind of selfish when I say that, because like I said, it's the entertainment business. My sole purpose of doing this is to be entertaining. If I'm not entertaining, then I have to be entertaining. But my thing is, if I'm not entertaining, just tell me so I can stop this. Don't let me keep going further, and if I'm not going to entertain somebody. So that's my thing, and I took in half of the video to explain that, and it's probably people like, oh my goodness, it sucks. But unfortunately, I don't agree with a lot of the video games that are getting released nowadays, just because of the sole influence of violence and destruction. So I feel like I don't have to focus on the game and still play it well, you know. Even though certain games I tell you that, it's just because of sheer concentration it takes to uh, focus on what I'm watching and correlate that with the button control I need. So like as you watch right now, you see that turn, but to take that turn the desired way I want, I'm gonna have to do more than just turn left. I'm gonna have to jump and slide, and it's not even jump and slide, it's how can you perfectly time your jump to where you get the maximum air, and then when you hit the ground you're in a position where you are already starting to turn, and then skid, boost, and then straighten up. Yeah, it's with bots, all kinds of bull crap. So I have to do this again just because I suck. What am I doing? Okay, I just stopped. I think I was taking care of something. I mean, some of these parts have like my parents coming in, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna be like, oh my goodness, I gotta just shut my parents up, and so I can. No, I'm just gonna edit it out. But I keep forgetting just because I record so late, and that's why I feel like I should render parts as soon as I record them. But like I said, I just don't have the time. So this is the game. This is one of the games I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing Monster Quest, which is a kind of fun game. So I'm really gonna see. I know this game is pretty quick, and I want to get done with it. And actually, after this part, I kind of already have some more I could show you. So I'm just gonna speak over that, and then probably just record some more gameplay and do my best. Because like I said, it really doesn't take me that long far as playing this game, especially if I'm not talking over it. I can focus on what I need to do, just record the stuff and go on. It's just, I gotta edit it and render it and then upload it and then have no views for about 15 months. And then I get 1 view and 1 like, and I'm like, hell yeah. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, it's still fun. It's still a nice little hobby that people can really do, and it's like you don't even have to do this anymore. It's just people have become so accustomed to watching gameplay and commentary. You really don't have to play the game. You can just have your review of it. You can have like you can show. Ooh, I got hit. I knew I was gonna get hit. You can show like the secrets of the game and just do like a Malibu, Mal or something. But they do walkthroughs, and it's kind of cool. That's actually what really made me want to be an LPer, just because of the simple gameplay. I really liked it. Posting on the internet and showing people, hey, this is how you play the game. If you just wanted to know. So we're actually almost done. I think we have another race to go. Let me see. Yeah. So we have probably another race, maybe 1 or 2. So that's 10. You usually 5. So nope, I got 1 more race to go, and then I have the boss. Yeah, so I really appreciate everybody who actually do watch these parts. I do monitor them to the point where I kind of figure out if I should make another part or not. Not to say that I'm not trying to be on a schedule or nothing. It's just I don't think I could be on a tight schedule. I'm pretty sure that's what people want, just to have a, you know what, it's what, Tuesday, what, next day, you know, the next day, not hey, a couple weeks later and stuff like that, because it's a let's play. You know, if you're gonna be playing this every day, you want somebody, you know, stuff like that. But it's to the point, I'm not gonna really do that, because I feel like right now, I feel like people are just watching my stuff because, hey, you know, I like watching other LPers, so, you know, I feel like they do like what I do. I actively look for different LPers just to watch, because it's fun to watch. I'm not really trying to play a game with every LPer. Like, the only other LPer I've ever played a game with is basically Checker Conroy, and that was really fun. Oh, my bad, and the Nintendo Capri Sun, just because it was so fun playing the games with them. And you know, they made it quite easier. I make it stupid hard because one, I don't play games that really require you need some help. I just play games for the heck of it, and just because it's just I don't feel like a true Let's Player. I just feel like somebody who is putting commentary over gameplay. Even though I call myself a Let's Player, just because it's easier to categorize myself as that. I'm not gonna call myself a commutator over gameplay. What do you do for your living? Oh, I've said that before. I'm gonna take that back. I said I commentate over gameplay because it's easier to tell people that than being an LPer. But on YouTube, where it's actually kind of known, it's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm just finding things out that I never knew, but I once did. Now I'm good. So I really do enjoy actually talking over some of this stuff and watching it. Just because what? Why do I like doing this? I don't know. I really just like showing you guys the gameplay. I really like games. They're fun. Certain games are really fun. Like most of the games that are being made now, they suck. And yeah, they are very, very well designed. No, don't get me wrong, they're well designed, but they don't have that soul anymore. It's all, well, I'm gonna kill you the best way I can. Like, okay, like I hate doing this. Metal Gear Uprising, I think it's called, the newest one. Now don't get me wrong, I'm decensored to all that bullcrap, so it doesn't really bother me. But at the same time, I can see it, and it's the seeing it bothers me. Like, if you have a game where it's already gonna be twisted, already gonna be violent, why would you have a system where you have to tear out the insides of another person to gain health? I feel like that's just pushing it, you know? Like my thing is, Kirby has always been a pinnacle game for me just because it had fighting in it. That's basically all it needed. Even every other influence was kind of cute, you know? So I enjoyed playing the game. And you know, the health was little food things, and you fought. And that was the only bad influence it really had, was you were beating up creatures and whatnot. Because Kirby never talked. So Kirby's one of those silent protagonists, which I really do like, because you have there we go. You have protagonists like because like if I brought it back to Metal Gear, I heard him talk. The things he does, the things, you know, the things he say, it has its moments where I can see where there's good in him, but there's a lot of times where I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to hear you talk because you're not making any sense, you know? It's kind of like that one time, because I'm watching people play it, so I'm like, that's the only reason I know. It's like that one time where he's telling that little kid not to be a killer, and then he goes around and does destruction. And it's like, well, you gotta do that. There's other ways. It may not be the best way in far as what we're used to, but definitely there's other ways to keep people from doing harm. I have yet to figure out a better way other than matching violence with violence. Because like I said, if you have somebody doing wrong, and if you beat them up to the point where one, they're physically unable to do wrong, or two, they are mentally blocked from wanting to do wrong, then, you know, problem solved. But I don't know, I feel like it just defeats the purpose to sit here and tell somebody, well, you can't be violent, you can't kill somebody, but I'm going to kick your butt to make sure you don't do it again. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, you just said I can't harm nobody. and yet you're going to cause harm to me. No, you have to take the higher approach. You have to sit here and say, well, you can't kill nobody. Well, what are you going to do? I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to tell you to stop, and hopefully you stop. Well, I'm just going to keep on doing it. Well, you know what? That is your life. That's what you want to be. That's something where, and it's just like most people. And I don't know, it's really different from me, because I've always dealt with those people who said they didn't. They'll sit here right now, they'll say they'll do something so wicked, and then they'll want somebody to actually trust them, or think of them as a good person. I'm like, well, it's not like I don't want to think of you as a good person, because I know you do have good in you. I just really question your judgment sometimes, and it makes me think that I don't know. I don't know if I want to be your friend. So yeah, Kirby's always been that kind of guy. Kirby, Link, because he don't really talk. Link was always cool with me because he don't talk. Ness, like I said, all the old school Nintendo characters have always been cool with me. Most of the new school characters really haven't been much of anything. Like I'm trying to think, because we used to play games of, okay, this is why I say this, because I used to read manga. Manga is really basically about a main character, right? So Crash Bandicoot, that was a game about a main character, and he was trying to save the world and stuff like that. So I mean, basically it's the same principles. Like, okay, Call of Duty, you would think that has nothing to do with manga, but basically all it is about a character whose role in life is so powerful that it can be shared with others and influenced like that. So I'm thinking, well, what does this person actually do? Well, he doesn't talk, for one, so I really can't figure out what kind of person it is with his talking, but I can figure out what kind of person it is and the actions he's taken. So he's what the main, because I feel like there was a couple of main characters just to tell the story, but there wasn't really any you know big big emphasis behind them, just because it's a war story. It's really not about the main character. I guess I feel like most war stories is really just about war, just telling it through different people, but you always go back to the grand scheme of things, which is war. So stuff like that just kind of kills it for me in games. Like I want to give a good example. No, I was thinking about Assassin's Creed as a good example, because it's a game based on a storyline told by one person but through different lives. Now that is very interesting, but like I said, same concept. The character really isn't very I want to say followable, because like I said, I take in information no matter what. Like because I know people make video games, so I know that the words that are coming out of their mouths are supposed to do one of two things: either entertain me or inspire me, or it can do a multiple of things, but I'm only focused on the one. But I don't know, I guess I'm just rambling at this point. I feel like I beat this guy in this episode, so I think I still got some more talking to do. I hate to get back on subject, because I really feel like I'm boring you guys. But okay. See, here's the thing what I don't like about myself, and you'll see it, because I'll go ahead and tell you guys. I may talk like I'm like this. Like I say that I don't like playing games with bad influence, but then I'll play a game called Disgaea, which is all about demons, and you're like, oh my goodness, you're just a lie. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I can't. Like I said, I would have to just stop, or I would have to evaluate myself. Like all I watch is Cartoon Network, and I'm thinking Cartoon Network is not a bad station because they all they show is cartoons. Well, now all their cartoons have adult influence on them, just because of how I'm watching. I know the sexual innuendos and stuff like that. So it's become a thing of, do I keep on watching the shows that I'm watching, or do I try my best to lower the negative influence that I'm watching, and you know watch other stuff. Unfortunately, I feel like, you know, I'm to the point where, huh, I hate to say this, I'm to the point where I'm just gonna filter out all the bad and just keep on watching the bad stuff. I hate to say that because I really should be to the point where, it shouldn't matter to me if I feel like it has a negative influence. I should just cut it out of my life. But I don't, because there's a lot of negative crap in the world today. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I already stay in my house and do nothing for the entirety of my life. I would hate to not be able to watch TV or read books. Everybody's like, oh, you can't read books. I mean, I've read books before. I would have to read. Like I said, I don't like reading in the first place, and reading a non-interesting book is not very fun to me. So, and unfortunately, the things that I am interested are very eventful. You know, to say it like that. That's why I feel like, and unfortunately, I hate to bring this word up. Well, I don't. I feel like reading the Bible to me is a much better, I guess, option. Because if I have to read, that is the one thing I will read, just because it's so dang interesting. It has a little bit of everything. So I'm thinking, well, as long as I'm reading, because everybody says you gotta read. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. Reading is good for comprehension wise, but so it's like whatever. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. This is actually the end of the episode. I see it. It's gonna end in 5 seconds. But thank you for watching. This is your buddy Tofu, and I'm signing out.
You're not so slow after all. Surprised you did. Here's a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it will all